Hey everyone, my name's Lorelai and happy Tuesday from SAA Dancers. You saw me talking about the basics of tap, but this week I'm going to be giving you a couple different ballet vocabulary terms. I'm sorry for the glare on my whiteboard from the window. Can't really fix that, but I'm just going to be explaining to you just the 5 to 10 most basic things you're going to need in ballet. And if you don't take ballet or you don't care about it, you might learn some French today. So, because a lot of these words are in French. So there will be probably 4 to 6 of these episodes, depending on how many I do per episode, and then I'll have a separate one for modern vocabulary. You will still see me for tap videos though. I'm not going to just do vocabulary, I'll mix them in. So this is our first word. It is plie, which basically means to bend. So you bend your knees. So if I put this in the most simplest term for non-dancers, it's a squat with ballet posture, which is basically just like your chin is up, your shoulders are over your hips are over your knees, and your knees are over your feet, and you are turned out, or you can be parallel depending on how you're doing it. So plies are the first thing we do at the bar in ballet class. My ballet bar is the thing you saw in the tap video. It's basically just like a handle, kind of. That's what non-dancers would say. And I'm saying non-dancers just if you're beginning or if you're just wanting to pick up a little bit so you know what we're talking about when we're talking about that crazy world we live in. So plies, you can do demi-plies where they're very small, or you can do normal plies where they are bigger, or you can do grand plies, which I'm going to go out of frame here for a second, but you go all the way, but those you pick up your heel. On the other two, you don't pick up your heel stayed down. So I love plies, honestly. They're really good. They get you warm really fast, and that's why we do them first. So the next word is tendu, which means to stretch. It rhymes with fondue, which is actually another dance move. So that's basically, it's stretching your foot without picking it up off the ground. So I wish I could show you, and I might actually show you at the end of the video what all of these moves look like, but it's basically, it's pointing your foot as much as you can with your legs straight. And I will show you different ways, you can do it different directions, and I'll show you that later on. So the next word is dégagé, which basically means disengaged. And something that you'll notice is that a lot of the words are similar to the translation in French because of roots and just where language stems from. So like disengage and dégagé, they sound really similar. So this is the last term I'm going to be showing you today because these are probably the 4 most basic terms, and the next ones will go a little bit in more detail. But the last word is relevé, which means raised. So relevé is honestly non-dancer term on your tiptoes. So it's basically, relevé is going up. So, I mean, you can be halfway on relevé. It's like a demi. It's like halfway. I mean, demi means half. That's basically what that is. So you're like halfway up, or you can go on to, this is actually called demi point, because point, you're going all the way up on your toes. That's like what women have point shoes for. So demi point is like up, you're all the way on the ball of your foot, and that's just another example of relevé. So some people may actually call it relevé. I've heard that from a professor at a high school. I know I said professor, it's like a auditioned high school. It's like a art school. So now I'm going to actually show you what all of these moves look like, since you couldn't see them when I was explaining them with my feet, but you couldn't see what I'm doing. Like right now I'm doing a bunch of stuff with my feet, but you have no idea what I'm doing because the camera's not at that angle. So now I'm actually going to show you what these moves are. So the first thing is a plie. So we said it is to bend the knees. So I can say in the first position turned out, parallel, second parallel, second turned out, third, fourth, fifth, basically any position, and it is simply bending the knees. You don't have to do this. Some things do, like in combinations, we might do 2 demis and a grand, but it really just depends. So plie is to bend the knees. So next, tendu, to stretch. So from 5th position, that's just the position I'm going to stand in, you point your foot and you're still turned out, you can do it parallel. You can do these parallel. Wait, that was bad. Sorry. You can do them parallel. You can also do them to the side or to the back. Basically, yeah, we do these in round de jambe, where you tendu around and in. I can also do that opposite. And then that goes into dégagé. Dégagé, it is a tendu that comes off the ground. The accent can be on the count, where you're on 1, 2, 3, or it can be out. 1, 2, 3. So I can go 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I'm not doing these the best. It's basically just you bring it through tendu, out, back in. 1, da, da, da. That is a dégagé. And finally, relevé. I will show you this way. There's just a half relevé, which I also think is just kind of a little bit off. Or you can go, I actually have tendonitis right now, so this might hurt. You can go, yeah, that hurts. Sorry, y'all. So you can, I'll show you from this angle. You can go all the way up onto the ball of your foot, and then point dead up on your toes, which I don't do point, so I'm not going to do that for you. But yeah, any just coming off, you can do it 1, wait, let me do the other one. You can do it 1 if you're doing something like a passe or retiré. It's basically, or you can, I think something we do it in. Fouette prep is another thing we do it in. Or when we're just at the bar, just doing plie relevé, just strengthen up our calves, we can do that too. Before I end the video, I just want to say that I am sorry for not posting last week. A lot of things were happening. We just got back from the dance convention, so I was super tired, and it was also just a stressful day. My spring break trip got canceled because something happened to the cruise ship that I was going on for spring break. So I was just having a pretty bad day. So I'm sorry that I didn't post. So that is it for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you next Tuesday on SAA Dancers. Bye.